vehicle, and that is looking awful, I know, but it's more of a test to begin with, and I think it's not looking too bad. Now, I think I can actually set these engines in more of a star formation, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Oh, that's a petite, lovely jubbly. Right, let's give it a go. So if I jump in this, it is creative, so everything should be pretty much on it. I'll tell you what it does need though. It does need a spotlight, and it needs lights, etc. So let me just spotlight, and is that a target? Oh, it's a decoy. I don't want to put that on it. Where's the lighty whites gone? There we go. Super duper. And what we'll do is we will put, I think, lights along there. There we go. One's the wrong way around. My OCD kicks in. There we go. And I think we'll put the spotlight maybe on top. Will that work? No. That's a bit of a bugger, actually. Whoa, what happened there? It just amazes me why the game does some things. Right, I think for now, let's just not worry too much about it. Let's just put maybe the odd spotlight like here, just to illuminate the local areas. Maybe we put guards on the back. Don't know. We'll work this out. We'll work it out. Again, it's not elegant. It's not beautiful. But it's a mining ship. It's not meant to be. Look at the red dwarf. It's a pile of shit. Right, there we go. So I think that is ready for test drive. Now, the way it should work is these miners will then eject into the conveyors, which will then immediately inject into the refinery. And the refinery will then be the cargo can as well. So it should automatically be refining as we go. And then when we're ready to then drop it back into the ship, all we need to do is eject via that port there, which might be a bit tricky, and we should be looking good. So the only thing left to do is paint it. So what colour? I think it's got to be red, really, isn't it? All mining vehicles are red in theory, I would have thought. In fact, let's just remove the docking clamp as well. And let's just remove that block. Super. Otherwise, it's all going to be red. Woo! Now, conveyors don't paint. That's interesting. You watch as I splash all over the ship. Wouldn't be the first time. And you can't paint refineries as well. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And you can't paint lights. Oh, well, there we go. That's as good as it's going to get. So, there we go. Let's just move forward. Nice. So, we then just set our drills. And what we need to do as well is now start to just connect the drills. So this is going to be drill group. There we go. Because we don't really want to have to press the buttons, so we're just going to make it so we can switch them on, and then we're done. That's the connector, so that's the pooper. Oh, sorry, I called it the wrong one. Poop. In fact, just one dash, just so it sits at the top. Pooper. There we go. Right, so the drills are there. We've got the interior lights. So let's just set the interior lights to be all red, because red is the mining colour. I don't know if that's true. And we then have thrusters. Then we have our spotlight group, and we're going to set them to be all red with a relatively large radius and intensity. Done. Look at that. Ready for work. Actually, that looks a bit like a red light district. But anyway, let's go. Oh, do you know what I've forgotten? I have forgotten the ore detector. I'm not going to get far without that. Gravity gen. We don't need a gravity generator, I don't think. I'll never know, to be honest. Oh, we need a beacon, actually. Let's fit a beacon to it. And what was the other one? I've forgotten what it was already. My brain is just not working today. Could solar power it, I guess. There we go. Ore detector. Splendido. Right, so I guess with the ore detector, we're like kind of out of options where to put it. So it's going to be facing the wrong way, but never mind. And for the beacon, because that is a bright bastard, I'm going to put this on the bottom there. Splendido. There we go. Looking good. Now, I should possibly put in another cockpit actually, but anyway, never mind, we'll do that another time. There we go. So let me just set the beacon properly. So this is going to be Miner 01. God, that's a boring name, innit? But it'll do. Right. Now what we need to do is to go and mine. Oh my god, this is slow. Yeah, this is pretty tragically slow. So let's just go and sort the engines out. That is so slow. That's not even funny. Right, let's just put a big engine on it. And you see, the thing with the big engines is actually probably not a good idea to do it because I don't have a big reactor. So I'm just going to put another layer of engines at the back, I think. Let's put one in there as well. Look at that. It looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? I like that. So we've got to remember to slow down. Whenever we approach something, slowing down is important. Because I've only got 2 thrusts at the back. Yep, bit faster. That'll do. Right, let's head to the platform. Let's go and see what's there. Yeah, I'm liking it. Can't see much. Oh, that looks a bit weird as well. Oh well, never mind. Now, the only issue we're going to have is just knocking these engines, to be honest. I think that's going to be our biggest problem. But again, the trade-off is that we should, in theory, get quite a bit of better mining done. I don't know. Let's just try it. I mean, large engines have got to be good, right? Right. Have I got my inertia dampeners on? Ooh. Right. This is not terribly good. It's going to be a bit of a bugger to handle, but there's quite a lot of heavy machinery going on here, I guess. Okay. So let's just slow down. Yeah, deceleration's not great, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay, iron, that'll do nicely. Silver, nice. Magnesium, nice. Okay, so the range is a bit better as well, using the large one. It's much better, in fact. So let's just go with whatever. Let's just edge slowly forward. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll set spectator mode up. So there we go. So let me just set myself up. Look at me being the filmy dude. What a twat. There we go. So F8, F7 again. No, F8. Oh, bugger. You'll get used to it. I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it. So F9. There we go. So we can now control the ship directly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Takes some getting used to. It's because I'm upside down while I'm doing it. Oh, okay, bash. Oh, and the refinery kicks in. Did you hear that? Sweet. So let me just see that working. So there we go. So stone's going in. It's being refined. Lovely. Now let's just try the port on it. Oh, I got out. I'm a noob. Let's get in again. G, F7, F9. Right, so F7, F8. So let's go and check out the pooper. So that's the pooper there. So we should see something being ejected from there when we activate it. So let me just do that. Did I get out again? I think I did. F9, okay, there we go. Pooper, throw out. Okay. Pooper, collect all, throw out. There we go. And that is actually dropping, whoops, F8. That's actually dropping little bags of product. You know what I mean? Product. No, it's not honest. It's not drugs. Anyway, so there we go. So that is working pretty nice. And I'm loving the spectator mode, by the way. So let's carry on. So let's go and actually do the money shot. There we go. So F9. Now, in terms of its ability to mine, I would say that it's probably quite a lot better than the small ones, but I guess that's really obvious, isn't it? Now this would make for a lovely idea of maybe a huge robotic arm that would like just be huge. So if I press F9 again, ooh, F8, sorry. So that's still firing out product into space. Isn't that amazing? I love this game, man. I just love it. As an engineer, it is just like, oh, it's like porn. Engineers porn, there you go. That's what we're creating here. So F9, back to the mining. So again, I think it kind of makes a lot of sense as I try and work out. There we go. So I go that way. Oh, flipping it. And I think probably better design is needed. I think we could probably do more with this. But I know I'm still ejecting stuff. It's just, you know, collecting them just. But I think the refinery thing works. I think that actually makes a lot of sense. Now the idea is obviously that's going to be the issue, is how fast it refines, because again I'm on creative, so it's doing it quite fast. But again, probably not the end of the world. Probably not. We'll see. We'll see. So let me just press F6, go back to my view here. There we go. Loving the spectator thing, by the way. That's gonna make for so many more interesting shots. I think you'll agree. Right, so let's just set our pooper off. So that should stop anything flying out. Can't tell. Let's go and have a look. So where's our pooper? There it is. So let's just level up like that. F9. Go mine, dude. Go mine. Yep, so that's obviously working. I love it. I really love it. It is just so good. Now, again, I don't know what the operational tolerances are. It looks like there's a lot of damage being done to those drills, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Now, it would be good to have the selection process in the refinery or the ship to say only eject this, because you're going to end up with tons and tons of gravel with this method, I guess. Because all I'm doing at the moment is mining gravel. But I'm loving it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's very, very good indeed. So let's just do F8, reposition. So I guess we're kind of into the iron almost. Let me just F9 it again. Let's just go forward there. Love it. That camera thing has been needed for a long time. Let's just make the hole a bit bigger. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Push, 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 push. As you can see, it's pushing quite deep. It is engineers calling that as well. We're quite deep now. We're almost up to the end of the shaft. That's the. I'm not being rude. Seriously, that's the actual terminology, bro. Don't get angry at me. Don't dislike the video. Seriously, you can though if you want. So there we go. Bit of iron coming through. Now, again, I would love to just dump that, but I can't. And again, I think that's really needed. Oh, that's nice. That's really, really effing nice. Right. In fact, before we do that, let's just eject all of the gravel and let's just see if we can get that going. So get the pooper on. So let me just reposition to the pooper, and then when we see iron come out, we know where he is. Look at that. Bye bye, little bags of product. Little bags of blue meth. Oh dear. This reminds me of Empire Strikes Back. Yes, they always dump the garbage before they go to warp. Ah, God, love it. There's nothing better in this world than space engineers and tea. It is just awesome, it really is. And the sun's shining. Oh, life is good, man. Life is really good at the moment. Although, sadly, I'm going to have to go and play Dust later. Right, there we go. So you see that's a bit of iron come out now. So we know that we're pretty much there. So S9, sorry, I almost got that wrong. So there we go. So that is now pretty much where we want to be. So let's just switch off the pooper. So there we go, off, and then swap them around. Perfect. Perfect. Ah, now that's interesting. Mass volume. I don't know what the volume is. Maybe we need to look at the actual volume here, because 30k of rock is a huge amount. So that's probably not so good. And it's just such a shame I can't eject it. Yeah, it's a shame. It's just a real shame, in fact. But what can you do? So let's just go back to our mining piece. I think that's a success, actually. I think we're going to mark that one up as just a rip-roaring success. I don't think there's much more we can do with regards to that. Let's just keep mining. So we'll see how tough it is if I really shove it in there. Wiggle it about a bit. Again, not being rude to your dirty minds. There we go. Let's just see if we can get some on the side. So if we wiggle it, look like a wizard's sleeve. Again, so we're being rude, not me. And I think we're up to the end. I think we are, you know, some would say balls deep there. And I think that's probably probably the best we can do. Now, it would be good to have a ship that, in theory, you could just mine through. So you can make like a worm or a maggot that just goes straight through. I think we are possibly able to do that, but I guess it's just risky because of all the equipment on the side, and I'm just, you know, I'd be hesitant with that. Because as soon as you bash one of those reactors, you're kind of in trouble. And I think that would put me off it. So maybe this is just a kind of, you know, cracker, a planet, asteroid cracker style thing. That's probably as good as I think it will get. But oh, this game, man, this game is good. Let's just go for it. Now I'm loving the fact that these large jigs are in. This is just making the game so much effing better. Let's just fix all this. Nice. I'm only doing rock, so I guess I shouldn't bother with that. So let's just do F6. Back we go, and let's go and find something else. Now, magnesium is always needed. I know I am creative at the moment, but I am going to divert away from creative very, very soon. There's platinum there. In fact, there is a vein right there. So let's just go and get that mined. So what we'll do is we'll set something wonderful up on the camera. So as we approach, let's just have a quick look round with our drone camera. That's that's how I'm justifying it. That's how I'm justifying it. And then I think we're aiming for sort of these areas here. So let me just F6 it again. I think actually it's right there, isn't it? There's like a huge basin of stuff. Right, so F7. So I think we're pretty much close, so let's just do that, F9. So, let's just zoom in, so here we go. Fuel's going. That looks like a massive vein of magnesium, doesn't it? That'll be sweet. I haven't hit it yet, and I'm already spazzing out. Oh god. There we go. It's trying to control some 3 dimensions. You know, up, down, left, right is not the same with the camera. There we go. How big is it? There we go. Smash. Lovely jubbly. Let's just drop out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Now, magnesium is just essential for survival. Because if you haven't got guns and you've got environmental hostility on, you're going to have a bad time. As the saying goes. Let's just reposition.